Hey, it is Wednesday night, and that means it's time for Rebel Wrap-Up. Team FYN Sports and Circuit World of Blue Ridge here present Fannin Rebel Wrap-Up. We want to thank Blue Jeans Pizza for providing the meal all season long. We appreciate them. They've done that for several years. Also, we want to thank Pepsi and all the Team FYN sponsors. You can always follow Team FYN Sports on Twitter at Team FYN Sports. Find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports. We're here with head coach Jim Pavao, and tonight is our senior night every year. This is our 4th year of Rebel Wrap-Up. We're excited about that. And tonight is senior night. We don't have all the seniors. Some of them have some other commitments they had to make, but we do have 7 of the guys here with us, and we're going to talk to each and every one. They're going to be introducing themselves, talking about their position, and talking about their time playing on the Rebels football team. But first, let's go around the region. We're talking 3A Region 7, and last week's scores for the region, Dawson 42, Lumpkin 21, North Hall 31, East Hall 20, and Union 37, Fannin 14. Coach, we're going to talk to these guys about their 4 years playing Rebel football, but I want to talk to you about the Union game. Monday night, I was able to talk to Coach Allison, and he said your game against the Rebels was really the first time in the region that his team actually was healthy. He had gone through, he played 3 very tough games in the beginning, and they were healthy and they looked healthy that you were up against. Talk about Union, playing them, and what happened Friday night.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, they played well. You know, we gave up a few big plays defensively that, you know, really disappointed that we did that. But, you know, like I said, they were pretty healthy. But, I mean, we felt like if we had played well, we would have had an opportunity to win the game. But, you know, we didn't. We didn't play as well as we need to. They're a good football team. They're well coached. We've got some good players. And, you know, when you make mistakes, you're going to have a hard time beating a team like that.
We'll come back and we'll talk a little more about that game in just a little bit. We're going to start over here. And your name, young man?
Drake Green.
Drake, what'd you say?
Green.
Green. What position do you play?
Offensive line.
Offensive line. You're a senior. Offensive line. Have you played all 4 years in high school?
3.
3 years.
But not as an offensive lineman.
Not as an offensive lineman.
I played 1 year as an offensive lineman.
Where else have you played?
Wide receiver and defensive end.
Whatever was required at that time, right?
Yes.
Well, let me ask you a question. I told all of you guys before we started tonight, when I get to you and get an opportunity, if you want to share a favorite moment, you play any other sports, or you got anything else going on?
I used to play soccer and basketball.
You are playing basketball?
Not this year.
Not this year? Okay. All right. Well, Coach probably wanted to know why, but I'm not getting in the middle of that, Coach. I'm sorry. You know, I tried. Okay. I asked all of you, I'm gonna put you on the spot, but as I get to you, any favorite moments in the 3 years? I know this gentleman in the back has one waiting, and I know hey, no, you messed up. You already put that out there. What's your name, young man?
Chandler Smith.
Chandler. Now, how long have you been on the team, the high school team, the varsity?
4 years.
You've been all 4 years?
Yes,
what are your positions?
I played quarterback this year. Last year I played corner.
Played corner last year, quarterback this year.
Yes, sir.
Any other sports, any other things going on for you?
No, nothing looks like in the spring. Nothing going on.
Nothing right now? Favorite moments on the team?
Nothing on top of my head.
Nothing? Come on, guys. Lighten up. I got to get all the way back here. I know you have one, don't you, Earls? You have 2, right?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, I knew it. What's your name, young man?
Bradley Flowers.
Bradley. How many years have you been on the varsity team?
All 4 years.
All 4 years.
Yeah. I played football 4 years. Yeah.
All 4.
Yeah.
What position?
Center.
Center. Anything else going on? Anything else? Any other sports?
I wrestle and power lift.
Wrestle and power lift. So
Yeah.
you're wrestling this year?
Yes.
Yeah. How many years you been wrestling?
All 4.
All 4.
This year will be all 4.
All 4 will be this year. Okay. What weight class?
220.
220. All right. Am I in trouble? I'm looking at the director of sports. Can I ask that? Don't you ask the weight class in wrestling? I don't know. I didn't mean.
It's not a girl sport. You,
Right,
can,
that's
ask, you can ask their weight.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't get us in trouble, Coach. I didn't know if I could ask the weight class. I didn't know. So, any favorite moments? We're going to come back to you, or you got something for us?
Probably just football camp, going bowling with the team.
Football camp. Going what?
Bowling with the team.
Oh, you have something for us? Can anybody bowl? I mean, I know anybody can bowl. Could anybody on the team really bowl? Or
Not that I know of.
Chandler's pretty good.
Chandler? Yeah.
Chandler's pretty good?
Pretty good.
Okay. All right, who's the one, like, on football camp, bowling with the team, who's the one that they had to put the gutter rails up for?
Everybody else.
Huh?
I go to ball it like every time. I just quit and went to eat pizza.
Did you? See, I knew if I got to that. I know your name, but go ahead.
Clay Holloway.
Clay Holloway. All 4 years?
Yes, sir.
All 4 years. What else you got going on, Clay?
Well, I played baseball the past 3, and I might throw in track this year.
Oh,
I think so.
but you're gonna play this year, right? Baseball? Yeah, right. You know I have the jersey, right? And you know I'll be there, right? Okay. So you played all 4 years. What position have you played as on the varsity squad here for the Rebels?
I played offensive line and defensive line. Well, offensive line the first 3, and then both this year, really.
Okay. And we know your name, but go right ahead.
Cole Earls.
And how long have you been on the team, Cole?
4 years.
All 4 years. Anything else you're doing? Anything other than football?
Just baseball.
Baseball? Yeah, I think I remember seeing you there. Yeah.
Bullpen catcher.
Bullpen catcher?
Yeah.
All right. What positions have you played on the football team?
Just like fullback and defensive end.
Fullback and defensive end. Go ahead. You had 2 or 3. You want to save one for the next break, or you got like 3 for the after the next one?
Oh, I have more.
You have more? Okay. What's some of your favorite more?
Probably when like my freshman year when we walked in the locker room, and we had these new name tags, and Ethan's was Ethan, so we just called him Ethan for the rest of high school.
How many freshmen? You had? That's wrong, man. You did that, Frog?
I didn't do it.
You didn't do
Hey,
it?
I still have the tag in my locker.
You have the
has
tag?
He still has
Wonder
the
who
tag.
did that?
I don't know.
Manufacturer.
You know, man, I don't know. Somebody pointed in a certain direction. I believe. What else you got?
Probably just like the bus rides back from 7-on-7s and stuff. I don't know why, but I just like those.
You like
Our
those?
bus driver would sing some song, chewing that chewing gum.
Sing it for us.
No.
It's only a 30-minute show.
Okay, we'll get back. You give us some more after this. What's your name, young man?
Austin Brown.
Austin. All 4 years? Have you played all 4
4
years? What positions you play?
The last 2 years I played corner, but the years before that I played wide receiver. I played a little wide receiver.
Any other sports?
I played baseball.
Do you play baseball? Wait a minute. Do I remember you? Oh. You don't remember me? Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. I'm slipping, Jason. It's slipping. Oh, I know my baseball play. You see, I have my jersey, right? You know I have my jersey. Sorry, Coach. I know it's football, but
Well,
I
I
have my
didn't play last year.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. You going to play this year? All right, good. Yeah, because I'm going to be there. Coach, I'm sorry. If you give me a football jersey, I'll wear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but it's my baseball
Hey, you
jersey.
don't want one. They're top fit.
Yeah, they're really tight.
Really top.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying that they're.
We're saying you're more of a baseball jersey kind of guy.
I'm just saying that's for all.
Oh, okay. No, we can take that. Let's move right along. Effing? I mean. No, I'm sorry.
Ethan.
What is Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan Smith.
And have you been on the squad all 4 years?
Yeah.
Okay, what positions?
Safety.
All 4 years you've been playing safety?
My first 2 years I was corner, and then I got switched to safety.
Okay, any other sports? Playing anything else?
I went track last year. This spring, I want to try to get an ultimate frisbee team going.
What did you say?
This spring, I want to get an ultimate frisbee team started.
How about you explain that to me right after the break, okay?
All right.
Yeah, I want to know. Ultimate frisbee. I have ultimate frisbee. Nobody's a swimmer here, okay? But I have a bowler, basketball, baseball, ultimate wrestling, and Coach, we got to talk about that crack on that baseball jersey kind of guy. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching Rebel Wrap Up. We want to thank Circuit World here in Blue Ridge, also Blue Jeans Pizza, Pepsi, and all of the Team FYN sponsors. This is our senior night. Everybody's not here, but these guys here, we're having a lot of fun. We're going to ask them some more questions, and we're going to talk about this coming up week's upcoming week's matchup for the Rebels. Take us a break, Jason.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper is dropping the hammer. Over $11,000 off MSRP on new Silverados. Just look what we've done to the price on this new LT Crew Cab. Save over $11,000 and pay just $32,500. And Days Chevy is dropping the hammer in a big way on all new Chevy Malibus. Save over $6,500 and pay just $17,900. The savings are real and they're big at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. All I do is win.
Hey Rebel fans, come visit the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill of Blue Ridge, Fannin County High School's Meet, Eat, and Treat headquarters. Highway 5 in Blue Ridge. Proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
Hey, Team FYN Sports and Circuit World of Blue Ridge presents Fannin Rebel Wrap-Up. Thank you to Blue Jeans Pizza and Pepsi for providing the meal and the drinks, and also all of our Team FYN sponsors. We want to ask you to find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter on Friday nights. Jason Banks is always on the sideline, and you can find out all your highlights, Fannin Rebel highlights, at Team FYN Sports. We're here with head coach Jim Pavao. We don't have the entire group of seniors, but this is our senior night. We've been talking to these guys. You see these guys here. It's a good group. I just want to say something. This is our 4th season of Rebel Wrap Up. 4th season. I enjoy this, and I want to break out a character here or whatever I'm in, and say, you know, when I get here on Wednesday nights, I'm a little tired. It's been a long day, and then everything changes as soon as these guys show up. It's just really special to me to get to sit down with these guys. I was telling them through the break, I've been with these guys since they're freshmen, you know, and this is our 4th year, and we really enjoy this. And don't forget, we're trying to, and once you get in touch with us, 706-889-9700, we are trying to put together, Jason Banks, Team FYN Sports, a sports show, a weekly sports show, not just football, that would air once a week for 1 hour. So if you'd like to be a part of a sports show here in Fannin County, you get in touch with us, let us know that you'd like to be a part of that show. Okay, now, Coach, let's go. We're looking at 3A Region 7, and we're gonna go down the region. Greater Atlanta Christian is 5-0, Dawson's 5-0, North Hall is 4-2. East Hall is 2-3, Lumpkin is 1-4, Union is 1-4, and Fannin is 0-5 in the region. The upcoming games to end the year, we have Dawson is playing Greater Atlanta Christian. They are at GAC, Dawson is. Union is at Lookout Mountain or Lookout Valley. East Hall is at Fannin, so your Fannin Rebels will be home. Come out and support the team. East Hall will be there, and Union County is over at Lumpkin. Coach, East Hall, which they lost to North Hall, I think, this past Friday night.
Yes.
Good football team. Let me just say this how do I say this other than say, if you took GAC and Dawson out, all the teams have some balance on Friday night.
Yeah, pretty close.
And on any given Friday night, everybody can play each other.
Yeah,
how's the team's health for the last game of the year? Health, attitude, and what do you see in
Attitude's
East Hall?
good. Health, you know, we've got a couple guys a little banged up, but we you know, put a little tape and chewing gum on it and, you know, rub a little dirt on it. We're good to go for 48 more minutes. And, you know, they got the rest of the winter to rest it up. Yeah, you're right. It's a real competitive region. I mean, you know, you've got a team like North Hall, who all of a sudden it looks like they're going to be the 3 seed. As a matter of fact, not look like they're going to be the 3 seed. They've played well here down the stretch. You know, Lumpkin's, you know, playing folks hard and playing tough. You know, East Hall is very athletic. You know, the team that we're playing this week, very athletic and well coached, and you know, very dynamic on offense. And you know, and of course Union. You know, we've got several good players, so it's a good nucleus of teams right there. You know, that we're, you know, with the kind of the mountain teams, you could say.
Well, before we get back to the guys, let's talk about that region. Do you see next year? I know we got a game Friday night and the season's not over, but do you see this region, Region 7, 3A7 changing next year?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like probably Union's probably going to be going back to AA. At least that's the conversations that I've had with folks, and then we probably going to pick up one, possibly it's called Cherokee Bluff. It's down in Hall County. It's a possibility of picking them up into our region. That's a new school,
right? And
they're going to be, looks like they'll be a AAA school, so good chance we'll get them to replace Union when Union leaves. And there might be a possibility of one other team that if they're moved down, you know, another team possibly. But I'm not sure on that one, so I don't want to start saying names and then be way off.
Well, I'm not going to ask you to say anything, so you don't have to. You can blink twice for yes, once for no. Okay. No, you know, I don't. Was that a good one?
We're recording.
You're recording it?
Recording.
Okay. GAC needs to be out of the region, so that's just all there is to it. And they need to be out of the region so the teams you named can play competitive football. That's you don't have to comment on that. I like to see the regions balanced out. I cover a lot. I guess I'm getting sidetracked here, but Team FYN Sports, we cover a lot of the Quad A Region 6, and with Gilmer rebuilding this year in Lafayette, but realistically, that's a pretty balanced region. I mean, Ridgeland's tough this year. They're good, but last year Pickens beat Ridgeland. Right. So there's nobody really that's out there that shouldn't be in. I guess that's a bad example.
We've got several of the good teams. I mean,
right. And next year this team could be the team, okay? But in your region, there needs to be something done to where these young men can play a balanced region and be competitive.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's my opinion.
That's
right?
kind of the cards.
Did he blink? I wasn't looking. Did he blink twice?
It's kind of the cards we've been dealt, and you know, like we told our guys, we're going to go out there, we're going to play hard, and we ain't looking at the scoreboard. We're just going out there and going to play hard and give it our best shot, and whatever the score is whatever the score is. You know.
Well, I understand it, Coach, but then again, let me continue to go on with this. All right. Look, when you win out your region in mountain football, that's when you go and you get amazed and you look at Marist and say, oh my God, look at this place here, and you play one game and you hope that the Holy Father lets you get 7 points on the scoreboard. And, sorry, and for those of you that don't understand, it's never played Marist. Am I wrong, Coach?
Correct.
Oh, thank you. I got that out of it. All right. But, you know, then you get to go see Marist. You know, the mountain schools, you go down there, you go down and play those teams. But a mountain team has no business of having to be in Alpharetta finding one team. I said way too much. Did I say way too much, Jason?
I got your back.
All right, Jason's got my back. He's the big guy over here. Okay, sorry, Coach. I didn't mean to go there, but I just had to. All right, come back with another story before we talk some more football. You said you had a dozen.
Probably like when we go to Northwest Whitfield, we stay overnight.
Wow.
And just when the lights go off, it's when it gets dangerous. I'm talking bananas get thrown and just everything imaginable. So.
Gets dangerous.
Somebody broke a glass marble.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. I don't know who it was, but they broke a glass marble.
I don't know.
And I seen Billy. He was running around. He was running around hitting somebody with a wet towel.
I don't know who it is, but there's a guy named Billy, right?
Billy Mitchell. Better watch out.
Last name.
Hey,
the only
you know his middle name? Do what? Go ahead.
So the only light is like the bathroom. So when you're coming out of there, like just get ready.
So when the lights go off, it becomes a war zone.
War zone.
That's what
okay, let's switch gears a little bit. Guys, jump in. Don't be shy. Who wants to go first? Talk about this Friday night. What this means to you, your seniors. Let's go that direction. You're going to be at home. Last time you're going to be on the turf. Last time you're going to look up in the stand. Mom and dad, aunt and uncle, grandma, whatever, waving to you. This is it. Lights go out. Scoreboard gets, you hear that pop of the lights. High school football's over. Talk about how emotional and what this game means to you Friday night, playing East Hall on your turf Friday night. Somebody jump in, just get it rolling. Okay, Holloway, I didn't mean to pull you out, but nobody will, so you're going first because you're the first guy I can remember your name.
Okay, well, I think as far as just, playing, we got to play hard. And you want to, I don't know, maybe not as far as doing good on the field, but actually leave them something to remember you by not even just your teammates, but little kids sitting in the stands at 3 or 4 years old and say, hey, I want to do that one day. And you just want to play hard and show them what it's about. And if you can talk to them and let them know that, hey, it's probably the best decision you'll ever make to play high school football.
Anybody else? Take that.
Probably just this is probably the ending scene, you could say. So just having nothing to regret, waking up the next morning and not thinking about this play, maybe I could have done this, or that play I could have done that. Just if I make a mistake, just probably make it full speed and just play harder than I've ever played before.
What is practice like this week? Knowing it's the last game? Yeah. Good attitude, everybody working, and what's the talk on the field knowing East Hall's coming to your house?
It's emotional, just it being the last week and being senior year and all that, but practice looks pretty good. Everybody seems excited to play, and just everybody seems focused.
What are you guys seeing with East Hall? You watch a film this week. I've always, and you guys know this, Coach knows this, and all the coaches, I've always had a belief to come here and talk to you as young men knowing that 2 weeks ago you was the one that told me that you could count, right? Remember that? Yeah, you took me to school 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Ray, you did. I got the film. That's the one thing I always have, Coach. I got the film. So no, realistically, I've always thought it was important to come and talk to you guys, knowing you know where you're at. So you know where you're at in the season, but obviously you want to go out with the W, right? You want to do everything you can to go out with the W. So what is the feeling for Friday night with the team and the attitude, what you guys are talking about, trying to end your high school career with a W against East Hall? So what are you guys seeing that you think you got to do different Friday night than you've done throughout the year? Anybody?
Just no mistakes, really. Just limit them. I mean, mistakes are going to be made, but you just got to limit them, play your best.
Make plays.
Make the plays?
Like, throughout the year, we haven't really had that play that went our way, so we got to make more plays go our way.
Okay. Holloway, let's go back to you. What you guys got to do Friday night? Tell me, because you can articulate it when you're not looking up wondering who painted that picture. You can actually articulate pretty good thought on the football field.
Well, I think as far as, I think we've been pretty solid like all year as far as, doing our jobs. But like Cole said, I think we got to make, that one big play, 2, 3, 4, how many ever it takes to put us in the driver's seat to, give us a good chance to win. We have to make the plays, And I mean, put it all on the line because it's your last game.
Anybody else? Coach, these guys here, you got some that are not here tonight. College ranks, you've coached in the high school ranks before, obviously. This past week we talked about up in Maryville, 15 years up there. Again, congratulations with the Wall of Fame a couple weeks ago there. But with high school guys like this, every year when you get on the turf, one of the underclassmen step up that when you leave this Friday night, you don't know which one might step up and get that growth for next year.
Right.
So you've watched these guys 4 years. Any comments? Any of the guys you want to highlight?
They've all done a great job. They're fun to be around. It's kind of one of those where I think I can sit around and talk to them and feel comfortable and not like, well, hey, they're pretty good players, so I'll put up with them. That kind of mentality. It's not that. They're good players. They play hard. They're good young men. They all have got a good future. All going different directions, but they all have got goals that they want to achieve. And they've all been good students. They're never in trouble. I mean, it's fun to be around them.
I mean, after 4 years, no pet names.
Yeah, but we're not going to start.
Come on.
That'll come in our memoirs.
Oh, is it? Look, I got all the head shaking. All right. I have all the head shaking. Coach, Friday night, let's get to some football Friday night. For you, last game of the season, you won a W, obviously. You made some changes last week in some of the personnel. You changed some things up. Why did you do that last week, and do we look forward to some of those kind of changes Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, you're always just looking to put your best players in the best situation where you think is going to give you the best chance to win. And so you're just kind of evaluating things. I mean, obviously this week we've got to try and get as much speed on the field as we can defensively because East Hall is very athletic and they've got a lot of team speed. So we've got to make sure. So we've moved a couple of kids into some positions to help us out, with a little more team speed on the field at times, because they're the type of team that if one guy is not in the right run support lane, they can take it to the house. They've got several kids that can do that. So quarterback's really athletic and throw. He was last week ranked #1 in the state in passing yards.
Right.
I don't know if he still is because I haven't been coming out this week, but I imagine he is. They scored 20 points, so he did some things last week pretty good too. And they had been #1 in the state in points scored. That might have dropped to second, but I mean they're averaging 45, 48 points a game. So they're a good offensive team. Defensively they're pretty athletic. They've given up some points. So we're hopefully keep on a roll. We started getting on a roll last week on offense and moving the football and putting some points on board. Hopefully we can continue that and score even more. But But yeah, we're just trying to put players in positions to where, some younger kids that have done a good job in the JV games, we'll try and get them on the field a little bit here and there, and see if they can, help us out a play here or play there, some special teams. We talked about, like Micah O'Neal back a couple weeks ago was here, linebacker. He's playing on some special teams now, and a couple younger players helping us with special teams, and even, get us in some certain situations, situation defense or situation offense, where a couple of younger guys helping us out that can run pretty good.
Well, guys, we wish you well. I just want to say, we have been here 4 years, like I said earlier, and might sound corny, but life's this really big book, and high school football is a chapter. And when the lights pop Friday night and it's the last high school football game, all you've done is go from this chapter to the next. I want to ask all of you, even the seniors are not here, focus on your education. All right, stay focused. Okay, stay focused at whatever you want to do, and I don't care what it is. Just be the best at it. Okay, doesn't matter. Don't let people push you to be this, that, the other thing. Just when you make a decision, this is what you want to be the best at it, and that's it. Team FYN Sports, always promoting and highlighting young athletes in a positive way. These are emotional shows for me because this is the last time I get these guys together. And then, I see these guys coach, and I'm starting to bump into them in places, guys that's graduated a couple years earlier, and getting to say hello, and it means a lot. So can't wait to bump into you guys, especially the baseball players. If Coach Ayers will have me back, then I'm going to go back up in the booth and watch you guys play baseball. I can't wait for that. Good luck wrestling, basketball. What was the volleyball?
Ultimate Frisbee.
Frisbee. Yeah, we wish you well in that, okay? let us know how that works out, okay? Maybe we can help you in recruiting, okay? So, Ultimate Frisbee.
Multiple county. We get Union and Gilmer and Pickens and Towns, all those counties together and come up with one big team.
Hey, it's possible.
It's possible. We're going to go with that, okay?
So GAC shows up.
Yeah, it's possible.
They're welcome.
Just see who's in your region. Coach, we appreciate you being here every Wednesday night, bringing the guys. We enjoy talking high school football. I'm your host, BKP. We want to thank Circuit World of Blue Ridge for hosting this show every year right here at Blue Ridge. And don't forget, you come in here, these guys would love to work with you on anything. They got so many things in here, from TVs, electronics, couches, beds, you name it. Christmas is on its way. Come in and work out deals with these guys. They're always doing it. Best deals in town. Circuit World of Blue Ridge. Blue Jeans Pizza, go over there and tell Ken, and I think Coach will agree, Ken at Blue Jeans Pizza supports across the board, football, baseball, you name it. They support the Fannin Rebels in any way they can. Blue Jeans Pizza, go say hello, thank them. We want to thank Pepsi, all of our Team FYN sponsors this year, and follow us at Team FYN Sports on Twitter, find our Facebook page. And if you want to be a part of this fall and winter's sports show, once a week, 1 hour, Jason Banks, you get in touch with us, 706-889-9700 or info, info at FetcherNews.com. Tell us you want to be a part of the sports show. We'll get in touch with you. I'm your host, BKP, and if you watch, I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 somewhere. Take us out of here, Jason.